Has me live already. Okay. Alright, and let me put here. We're doing the 11:11 reading. Give it a minute. Let's see if T is here. That's enough right there. Give me a minute, my dears, my loves. Doing this setup. Get this thing here. Okay. And I guess we'll go live in TikTok as well. We're going to clear the energy. We're going to be clearing the energy. Clearing the energy really quick. See what's going on. It's okay if nobody shows up. Don't really adjust these things. I'll just have to put a comment to skip ahead to 2 minutes or so afterwards, right? And we're gonna go live. Live here. This is not what we're saying today. Today is the 11:11 reading because we are manifesting all good things. We are manifesting all good things for everyone. Where is the focus? I'm hoping that the divine lets me keep a light message because sometimes I think when I come on here, I think, oh, I'm going to do a live and it's going to be, this is what I have in mind. But then the messages come out and they get a little heavy sometimes, and it is what it is, right? So it's going to be what it's going to be. So I'm going live in more than one place. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. And there'll be people that come along later or whenever, and it'll be fine. It will be fine. If this is for one person, then that's what it's supposed to be, right? And so for you, I am here. For whomever this is going to be helpful to, whoever needs to hear the messages that are coming, I am here for you. Okay? Got nice little music playing in the back here. Hello, Royalty. Royalty. Clear this energy. Going to move these. This big really super difference. I'm going to clear the energy. Okay, I know it's probably not the best time for everybody. Time now is, just so you can see, what's the time now? It's reading 11:11. It's upside down. But you should be able to see. It's 11:11. My watch is upside down. Here it is. Just praying for all good things. I'm sending positive energy out into the world. I'm open to receive every good thing. I'm releasing everything that is not for me. I'm going to inhale everything that's good, releasing everything that is not for me. Peace, love, harmony, good health, wealth, prosperity, ease of mind, comfort, friendship, and all good things. And I release anything that is not in agreement with that. Okay? And that was on the 11:11. Time now 11:12. And let's inhale. And exhale. And let's inhale. And exhale. And here we are. We're going to be pulling in energy. If you're thinking anything and everything positive, we can create the world that we desire. We have to show up for ourselves in real time in this life, okay? For those of you who are with me, very good. It's going to be, because of a few, a lot of things have changed. It's usually not the masses. It's usually not the greatest number of people that make the biggest impact. We remember the few people who have the courage of their convictions, who understand, who are life affirming, people who truly care. It's the few that make the major changes in life. Okay? It's usually not the ones that are the loudest. It's usually not the biggest or the most seen. It's usually the very few. I'm going to be pulling some more messages. I had some very strong messages that came out today, but here we have more messages that have come out to us, and we're going to share them. And for those of you who may have missed, this is one of the messages from today, and you need to know comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame and continues to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing. Your time will come. So don't trouble yourself with the thoughts of other people or with the path of other people or with the calling of other people. We are all called for our own purpose in this life to fulfill our own life cycles, okay? Not everybody is meant to have the same life. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to. And we don't all think the same. Would you want to eat the same food with the same spices every single day? Oh, how boring. Oh, how boring. And look at here. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. You deserve better if you believe you deserve better. It's very important. We tend to tell people that all the time. You deserve better. How do we know? We would like to see better for people, but how do we know? Hello, Sanab. Hello, Lametriam. For coming. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I hope that you are feeling your absolute best. I hope you're doing your best. Let me see if I can check this volume. It's starting to get a little loud. I don't have to scream over the music. Now, I wanted a little something in the background, but I don't want to be in competition with it. Welcome, welcome over there in TikTok land. Please tap the screen if you're here, just to let us know that you're here to give that support. It doesn't cost you anything. I appreciate it. Give me some. Oh, you trying to bring me? I have a coaster, hon. Okay. I'm sorry, my little one's bringing me coffee. I have a coaster. Thank you so much. That one, what does that one read? Let me see. Give me that. Start each day with a grateful heart. Yeah, this is a nice one. Look what she was bringing me. Start each day with a grateful heart. This is important and apropos to what we're discussing today, the messages that have been coming. Enjoy. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. You know what? Can I have a pumpkin? Bring me my tray with the little pumpkin cake. Pardon me. Because I have not eaten. But you are on my mind. Look, I'm shuffling. Look what comes up. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Whoa, look what we have here. We have here wishes being fulfilled as we are coming into our own, knowing who we are. We're going to be in a position of be choosing to take our power and to make decisions. We're being proactive as opposed to reactive. Today is 11:11, and this is why I'm here. Because 11:11 is a portal that opens up opportunity for all of us. When you have 11:11, you have the opportunity to create a life, to manifest something. It's a heightened place to be. This is a place that is more special. This is a place of greater importance. This is a time in your life that comes to you, and besides having the time on the clock, 11:11 hits you three times, thrice today. 11:11 a.m., 11:11 is the date, and at 23:11, or that would be 11:11 p.m., for those in the States, as we read it that way. Let me tell you, this is about having your opportunity to create the life that you desire. Take your advantage. Today is the 11th day of the 11th month on the calendar. Thank you, sweetheart. Today is the 11th day on the calendar. And it's very important that you use this opportunity, any opportunity that you have, to manifest something greater, to get aligned, all right? This is a time to receive that, all right? Are you on the right path? Are you tapped in? Is your intuition good right now? Have you been cleaning yourself? When I say cleaning yourself, cleaning your mind of negativity, cleaning your heart of old things, not allowing things to some degree as much as possible to affect you from the things that are happening in the world. This is a time, those of you who are feeling sad, even those of you who feel proud, you're happy, you elected the people that you wanted. Now you have to reset yourself. You have to get the idea of the world around you affecting you, but you manifesting and creating the world that you want from inside of you. So this is the opportunity with the 1111. It's like when you see this card, the Nine of Cups comes, this is the manifestation. This is the promise that you're going to have your desires and your wishes fulfilled. That's what we look at when we see this card. When we see this card, this is what it means to us, is that we see that, oh, this is like all luck and fortune has changed. But it's not just luck and fortune. This is not happening by accident. This is happening because it is your time. You have suffered long. You have dealt with a lot. And the message that came before that, look at this message that came before that. It reads, and I'm going to read again, in relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. And I challenge you, how is your relationship with yourself? I don't know if anybody check in with you. Please tap the screen if you're here with me in TikTok. Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much, James. Thank you. Molina. Molinari, I think it is this one, Molinari. Thank you so much. Thank you, Misty Bauer. Thank you, Carolina Brenda. Sean, okay? And just checking over there. Again, Tiny, Lamette over here. I'm live in 3 different places. So I'm here trying to share this message today. I want you to know, if you believe it, if you believe that you are worthy, show it in your actions. Be consistent with your diet. Be consistent with your love for yourself. Be consistent in your self-care. Not because you're going out, not because someone else is going to see you, but because you see you. If you feel good not being dressed up, that's good. You feel comfortable in your skin. I'm not saying to impress anybody, but always take care of yourself. Hygiene is important, not even just for you, the people around you, the people you allow in your life. Remind them. When you people see that you care for yourself, they take the opportunity to care for you also. You give off a certain energy when you consistently care for yourself. You understand? When you say, "Oh, I deserve to have a nice room," you make your bed. When you start your day this way, it says something about your discipline, something about your mindset. You deserve to come home to a well dressed bed. So leave a well dressed bed. You deserve to eat healthy. So buy apples. Don't wait until you know you're in the street, you're starving. Leave your house with an apple. Leave your house with an orange, banana, whatever. If you have the fortune to do so. I know everybody's budget and finance is not the same. But bananas is, at least here in the States, are the least expensive fruit. I think so. If you know another fruit least less expensive, please share. You can still buy bags of apples. And I know that you could get a whole meal for $5. You buy a bag of apples and understand you eat an apple, it helps you in many ways, the fiber and everything, and it is satiating, meaning that it will make you feel more full actually eating an apple, not juicing an apple. I know juicing is very popular for losing weight, but this is about consistency. And this is why I bring this up, because I know a lot of people concerned about that. Concerned about how you look when you look in the mirror. Take care of your skin. Drink water. Yes, drink water. Exercise a little bit, at least every day. Stretch. If you can stand, stand. Reach the sky, touch your toes. Stretch from side to side. Do something, even if you're not a big exerciser. If you tell yourself, I'm going to be in great shape, you don't have to push yourself, hit the gym real hard. You have to just be what? What's the word here? Consistent. Because anything that's consistent is going to show change and growth, right? It's going to show progress, real progress, not nonsense. So understand this. This is about, it's saying in the relationships. Well, the first relationship you have is the one with yourself. So today is 11:11. What is it that you truly desire? Do you speak life into your situation? Are you a woe is me character? Do you continue to rehash the negativity with the people that you see? Do you allow people to keep rerunning the problems and the sadness in your life to you? Because it's funny to me. I've gotten to the point that so much craziness is happening. I have other people call me to remind me how effed up your life looks to me. And it's very interesting because even though things look bad, it always seems that it falls into place that, oh, that was a blessing. It just looks bad coming, but it works in my favor. You know, it's like you didn't know that this was gonna happen. And it doesn't seem right. But I have a faith that is so great that when I give it up, I look and the things are falling in line as they should be. But this is life. You're going to have difficult moments. I'm not going to be the one to fake you, to tell you what you want to hear. Let's read. Let's continue. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. And that someone could be your family member, someone could be a person you have an intimate relationship with, someone could be a classmate, someone can be a so-called friend, could be your neighbor. You say, oh, they keep doing it, I keep forgiving you, but okay, now I have to put boundaries. You know, you can forgive somebody only to release yourself so you can move on, but you need to put boundaries in your life. So you keep forgiving somebody who keeps slapping you in the face, and they say, oh, I'm sorry, but if they keep slapping you in the face, they're not sorry, right? We want the things to change in our life. The divine is saying, recognize that change by changing those actions, and you're going to see that things are going to change for you. But first, the first message out here is you must do something. What is it? It's just giving you a blanket statement, but it's telling you you must you must require consistent behavior from those in your life. If you like me, you must like me all the time. I never like sometimey people. If you like me, it seems like you love me, and then you're around somebody, you act funny, you never have to worry about me again. I never had anybody have to choose between me and anyone else. Because if it looked like you tried to act like I was an option, I'm out of here. We don't even need to say it. I don't need to post it on Facebook. I don't need to share my information with anybody. I'm gone because I'm never an option because I choose to be number one in my life. So if that's who you are, if that's what you choose, you're going to create that. The energy you put out when people see how you treat yourself, how you take care of yourself, how you carry yourself. Don't carry yourself looking in your phone down on the ground unless you're using the phone to navigate. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of how the people look around you. You will notice that a lot of people are walking with their head down, even those without a phone. They're not proud of themselves. Some of them look lost. Look in their eyes. They're bewildered, overwhelmed. You look at your fellow human beings. Very few of us are aware and present. This is your time. This is your moment. Today is your day, 11:11. This is why I'm here, and I chose to be here right now. And I say I chose it because I already knew. I said I have to come live for my group, for any people. That's the divine use me for this day to send a message. And look what's here. We have the Empress, and then we have our Empress here, right? She is creating everything. Everything. She is aged like fine wine. She has wisdom. She has experience. She has beauty. She has produced time and time again and is always prepared for all cycles of the world. Ruled by the planet of Venus, which is the attraction of everything beautiful, creating everything wonderful. The first card here is Piscean, just so you know. That's that Pisces energy. It's like your fantasies, your dreams, the things that you have been dreaming. 11:11 also has to do with what? Your dreams, your intuition, the things that you desire, right? You're manifesting. So today of all days is very important to focus hard on what it is that you want to bring about. Don't focus on the war, focus on the peace. Don't focus on the hate speech, focus on the love speech. Don't focus on the division, focus on the unity. You understand what I'm saying? So we use the words. We want to create peace. We want harmony. We want liberation. We want honor. We want respect. So we give that. We send that out into the universe. We receive that. We reject anything that is not in alignment with that. So when we speak things into our life, the only thing that we're going to discuss, I don't care who did what. I'm looking for someone who has great fidelity. I'm looking for someone who is trustworthy. And when I say someone, I'm not just talking about my life partner. I'm talking about my friendships. I'm talking about my family members. I only want the ones that are with me. If they on Team V, they're with me. I'm with them. We in here 100% together, right? This is that energy. Today, you have the ability to create that, and you have the ability to create that in cycles, because this one is a true one for all seasons. This is the embodiment of all the queens. You have the water, you have the earth, you have the plants, you have relationship. Venus rules Taurus, the things, our property, that's the home, our property, the things we possess, our possessions, the things we value, where that is. Also rules what? Libra. Libra, the embodiment of what? Let me not go there yet. Libra, relationships. Relationships, close relationships. These are your loves. These are the people you strongly care for. These are your intimate relationships. And those also, that is the house. Your seventh house is the house of your open enemies as well. You have that under control. You're not stressing about the people, whether they like you or not. And you're paying attention to your enemies. Enemies are good. You know why? They keep you sharp. They keep your mind sharp. You can't become complacent, right? You use that energy. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, thank you. North Angel 14, I appreciate you. Um, they keep you sharp, right? Your enemies, like iron sharpens iron. You don't get sharper, you don't get stronger by cutting through butter. You don't get more intelligent by having appeasement from people telling you, oh, you're wonderful. Accolades and all of that, that's sweet. And somebody who gives you great flattery will have you dumb down, have you put your guards down, have you be weak in mind, be open to a strike and a blow that can take you out. So you on your toes, you are aware, you know what's important and dear to you. Live up to your greatest potential. Speak your absolute truth. And you don't have to do it harshly. You don't have to yell. You don't have to put pressure because when your actions, hello, 1111, when the actions are consistent and in line with what it is that you desire and that you want for yourself, okay, people are going to know you a real one. It doesn't matter what they say. They'll lie to themselves. Look at this. We have here the card of Aries. Look at this. Aries being on the other side, the polar opposite of Libra, because we have Taurus and Libra. Taurus is getting things done. Okay? Libra is have it and balance. So sometimes it's up and down. Understand that when something comes into balance, it doesn't just stay here. It doesn't come here and stay here. It goes like this. Like you put something on one side. Let's see. I put this rock on this side, and then I put this rock on this side. I have my different stones, and then you say, oh, okay, well, let me see. Well, this one's a little bit heavier. So then I get this little thing right here and say, oh, okay, so it's balanced. Does it look even? No, but how do we make it even? Sometimes you got to give a little here, you got to take a little there, right? It doesn't just all just look fair either when you want balance. And so that's why people think, especially under the sign of Libra, they vacillate because just like putting weights on, unless you know for sure this is 5 ounces and this is 5 ounces, there's no guarantee that when you first put them up there, that is going to be balanced. So you say, oh, shoot, that didn't work. So let me get the lock. Let me add this to this. And that's still, oh, nope, that's wrong. Let me add it to that side. Oh, nope, that didn't work. I got to take that out. I got to put something else in. Okay, this one feels a little, no, actually, that one feels a little bit heavy. Let me put it with that. Okay, it almost balanced out, but not quite. And so understand that the nature of even the sign of Libra is the sign of two weights. And whenever you're trying to make two weights even, you're going to go back and forth. You're not going to just, it's going to be easy. No, it's not easy. But it's easy in your mind if you already understand what it is that you have to expect, right? That's when it's easy for you. You have to give that kind of energy, right, in order to receive it. I'm so thankful for you showing up here. And I know that somebody here is going through something. It's very private. It's very close to you. I feel it. If you're not here right now, no, somebody going through something. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, oh, well, I like this. I want you to know this feeling of lack is coming to an end. The burdens you've been carrying that aren't your own is coming to an end. The persecution, the feeling like a pariah, always being on the outside, you're going to pretty much be over it. It's not a problem for you at all right? There's a sense of misdirection in the moment, a sense of misdirection in the moment. And I think this is what's happening, but you need to know your value. You have hope, but I think that you have hope and you have faith. But I think there's an issue of self doubt. There's a little self doubt creeping in, and this creeping in is because maybe somebody rejected you, or feeling of being outside, or the money fell, or something didn't happen the way you expected for it to happen. All right. Somebody made promises and they didn't keep them. And because the person made promises and didn't keep them, this is why you're making a decision. There was a lack of consistency. Look at it, it's here. It's like I can't, I don't even do this to cards. I'm pulling from this, the top. This is the top of the deck. It's upside down. Part of it's upside down, part of it's right side. This is what it is. So this is this is what we're dealing with. But I want you to know your sleepless nights are going to be coming to an end. Some of you feel betrayed, you feel let down. A lot of people feel really hurt by the elections that have taken place. People feeling hurt all over the world. There's a lot of disappointment. People who are in high places or in power are numb to the cries of those who seem insignificant. People are chasing the material more than the spiritual, more than the actual being. Relationships are being put down to something that isn't exactly what it's supposed to be. Oh my goodness. I want you to know that it's been difficult. It's been a difficult time. There's been a loop in the matrix. Feel like it's kind of stunted. You can't actually go just yet. There's some unresolved issues that you have to deal with, although things are turning in your favor. They're turning in your favor because you're being pushed to make a move. You may not have even wanted to make this move. Literally, I was talking about my series of unfortunate events without going into details, but somebody else is going through this also. It's like, oh, it's always something, right? But this is a part of life, because in life there's always something. It'll stop being something once it's over. But I'm going to tell you something that's really wild, is that with all of this going on, there's an opportunity that's greater for you moving forward. Moving forward, okay? Let's see what the divine wants here for us. Wants here for us. You've been overburdened. And I see this. I'm going to tell you something. This is about to change. This is about to change. You barely escaped them taking you completely out. You barely escaped that. They thought that it was going to be over for you, but look at you. You're showing up stronger, more self-resilient, more able than ever. Look at you. You're wise. All of this energy. I'm absolutely loving it. I got this Virgo energy up in here. Virgo is doing its thing. Virgo energy means that you are really looking at the details of your life. You're doing the self-analyzation. You are growing as a person. You are wise and you are getting the information that you need. And you're not afraid to be alone. You're not afraid to do what's necessary. You see, we got all this powerful energy in here. We've got things coming into balance. The divine wants you to know that in the end, there's going to be opportunity for new growth. But look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. There's going to be opportunity for new growth. Yes, yes, yes. So let me tell you something. If you stay consistent, your wishes are being fulfilled. You're going through something in order to get here where it is that you want. There's going to be reunion. There's going to be acceptance. There's going to be the feeling of appreciation. There's going to possibly be somebody returning from the past. Somebody's returning with everything positive this time. And that being said, this could be family members. It could be lovers. It could be an old friend, an old business partner. I don't know, but something has changed, and maybe because they're also going through these cycles, because we're all going through it, and this has sparked a new opportunity to begin something. This is somebody who's brilliant, and I think it's you, honestly. This is somebody who's capable. This is somebody who has the energy and the drive and the desire to make things better. I absolutely love this for you, and I love this for me because I'm claiming it. We got a card that jumped out. I want you to know, Divine says it's just a pause, okay? Somebody's feeling very impatient right now. It's just a pause. And when you have a pause like that, it's necessary. And it's a pause. Somebody is looking for a definite answer. You're looking to make a move, start a career, buy a house or a car. There's something that you're really concerned about. Things are on pause to protect you. I really do feel that way. I don't think that this is the pause in order to learn something, because we already have the hermit here. I think that you are growing spiritually. You're becoming more awakened. This is also Pisces, very Piscean energy. That's like in our house, our 12th house of things that are not solid, things that you can't grasp. So in a need to have everything right now and feeling everything physically, you have to actually get out of your physical. You do what it is that you can do, moving with the Mother Earth, the Gaia, right? Moving with that energy, doing the things in the physical body that you can do, allowing the things that you don't understand to come into place, having a faith and a belief based upon what you already know. You've already been the best one. You survived out of all the others. And you are here. You are here. And this might be the worst moment of your life. And I'm going to tell you, I send you love and peace and harmony. I send you comfort. I send the angels to you to just bring it all together, to give you enlightenment so that you can get the visions like I get them, but that you can apply them to your life so that you can see what is necessary right now. You really do. And those of you who you go to a church, you go to a mosque, you go to a synagogue, you go to what's the house? Oh my goodness. You go to wherever your meeting house, your prayer house, your sanctuary, wherever you go where you meet with other people. Somebody is a part of a Mason, or something like this. The women, oh goodness. I see a morning star, North Star. I see this. I see this. Wherever you go, don't take other people's energy that holds any doubt, because doubt is not the place for those who are going to be heroes. The heroes are the ones that say, oh, you wouldn't you save that child from the shark? Oh, anyone would have done it. No, you're the one who did it. You know what makes that kind of person special? The guy who climbs a building to save a baby on a ledge. The one that jumps off the platform and picks somebody up off the tracks. The one out of how many? You are that one. You are that one for you in your life. You are being called today. Today is the 11th of the 11th month. Everything is open to you. Believe it if you have faith. In the Bible, it says if you have faith of a mustard seed. If you can know, a mustard seed is so tiny. It's like if anybody ever have a blackhead, you try to find like the little tiny. It's so tiny. If you have just a little bit, just enough to say it, just enough to say it. I deserve to have more. I have faith in my ability. I have faith in my fellow man. I have faith in something. Because understand this, as many as they are wicked, there are so many more closed up, saying, I'm going to take my peace. I'm not even going to deal with the world. I'm not going to deal with these kind of people. I'm not going to deal with my family. And they're running from that, but a lot of people are actually chasing after their joy. I'm no longer in the place where I'm running from. I'm in the place where I'm running to. I'm running to my peace. I'm running to my harmony. I will not entertain anyone trying to bring me to a place that I'm not happy with who I am. To a place where I'm angry, chest is tight, right? Your head starts hurting just the thought of them. They have the nerve to call you, you become angry. You hear that they said something and you have a visceral reaction. We want to get past that. We want to get to the point where you go, oh, they called, click, move on, right? Oh, so and so said, I don't even know who so and so is. It's not as if they died, it's as if they never existed. Be to that point with anybody who means to do you any harm. Because the best revenge is living well and doing it with a joyful heart, having it show on your face. There's people walking around talking about, I'm happy. There are a lot of people who are phony. There's a lot of people plastering and posting, and they're well made up and they're well dressed up, and they do all of that, and they sit behind the camera, and they have all the production together, and we love it, for a few minutes, but that's not their real life. That's not their real life. You out here lifing life. When I say lifing life, living it, feeling it, experiencing it. The good, the bad, the indifferent. The feeling of shame. People don't even have enough of that. There are people out here sharing entirely too much with no shame. Because the part of them that's supposed to be human is dying. But for those of us who are dialed in, who are alive, who are collectively and separately conscious, those of us who speak with our higher selves, those of us who wake up and say, I am thankful. Those of us who reach out and understand that the gift to be in the moment is so great that tomorrow is not promised to us. And yesterday is not worth rehashing because it steals every moment of today. If it didn't bring me joy yesterday, I'm not bringing it with me today. I only want to bring the good memories with me in here today. Who are you? Do you want to bring the good memories in here with you today? Do you want to dwell on the beauty of your life, or you want to dwell on the losses? Think about when you felt your best, when you felt like you could do it, even if you lose. Win, lose, or not, if you show up and shoot your shot, you're going to be good. Because the path to success is always filled with failures. It's always filled with, oh, and it looks like failures, but it's not. Because every time you went to climb and you fell, you missed that. You learned something. Oh, I got to grip like this. I got to hold like this. When the wind blows here, I got to lean to the side. This is a part of the process of growing and knowing. Those who tend to win quick and fast, they lose quick and fast, especially if they don't learn the lessons. You'll meet today people who are young and intelligent, and they are well read and well spoken. And you have your elders like that too, but there's a lot of people I've come to find out, people 30, 40, 50, and beyond, that they just old children. They got older, but they didn't mature. This is saying maturity. So just so you know, I'm not just on a tirade here. I'm sharing with you. This is screaming maturity. When you see the hangman come, it's like, oh, okay, I'm good. Oh, I have to wait. Oh, I'm good. You know, I know what to do in the wait. While I'm waiting, I'll clean this. While I'm waiting, I'll do some stretches. While I'm waiting, I'll get some rest. I've been begging the Lord to give me some rest, and now I'm sitting here in traffic. They said we're gonna be sitting here half an hour. Turn that car off. Close your eyes. Pull over to the side. You've been saying that you needed a break. And then the moment you inconvenience with a break, you start talking about, I gotta go to work. I gotta go do this. I gotta do that. Count everything to your joy. And I'm not feeding anybody any Bible or anything, but there's certain scriptures that live. There's life in those words. Like there's the advice you can get from everywhere, whether you listen to or reading old philosophical books. If you're reading anything about Freud and Jung and any of those things, the old psychology books, if you have any understanding of just how life goes and how when you look up, it goes so fast. If you young standing here, you be like, I remember when I wanted to be 10. And now here it is, I'm 18, 19, I'm 27. I'm like, what happened? 27, I'm standing here now at 40 something. And I remember when I was 27 thinking it was over. I couldn't do anything else. I wasn't going to go back to school or anything because 5 years was going to be long. And then here it is, I'm at 40 something. Now I'm here at 50 something. I'm at 50 something years old. And when I was 40 something, I said I should have taken that certification, got this or that. But it would have taken too much time at the time. And now I wish I had it because now they're cutting back where I'm working or whatever. Wherever you are right now, you're still alive. Take every opportunity. Get every certification. Learn a new language. Love somebody. Allow somebody to love you. And love is not a feeling. It's not that romantic crap we learn on TV in New York, New York City, in the United States of America. It's not that thing that we learn from watching movies. We make our magic. We create our magic by being loved. Love is an action. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me tell you something. We create our love. We create it by what? Showing up and being the love in the face of adversity. You know how you know when somebody love you? You don't know that they love you when everything feels good. You do not. You don't know that they love you when you have money. You know when they love you is when you're sick. It's when you sick. It's when you broke. It's when you're sad. It's when you just don't know. When you don't show up and they miss you. These people reach out to you. They say, hey, I haven't heard you. I need your energy in my life. I haven't seen you. How are you feeling? I'm not calling you because I want anything. I'm calling you like I'm showing up right now today because I have something to give you. I have a good word for you. I'm not going to beat you over the head with a Bible scripture. I'm not here trying to collect money for my child's candy or cookie sale. I'm showing up in your life because you're special. And you need to know it. And today is your day. And that's what I'm trying to do for you. And I hope that I am. I hope that you're encouraged. I hope that you feel it. I hope that you understand the passion that I'm feeling. I know there's a lot of pain, but today we lean into the joy. Today we create our prosperity. Today we imagine ourselves. Today every woman underneath my voice, I don't care where you're from, you are a queen. You are a queen. You are royalty. You are a gift. You are a blessing. You are worthy. Every young man in my voice, you are royalty. You are princes of a most high one. You are kings. You are powerful. You are the backbone and the strength. You are meant to be intelligent and to be leaders. We speak life into one another. We must take this with us. You must understand that it's real and I'm sending it to you. Hold it and know it and speak it into your life. Say daily affirmations. If you are not one to pray, if you don't read a Bible, if you don't do Psalms, just say thank you. Reach out, just look up into the sky and just say thank you. Start your day with an attitude of gratitude. Inhale deeply everything that is good and shake off that which is not for you. Every day, try to be a little stronger. Try to love a little harder. Choose your steps wisely and be careful because life and time is fleeting. It goes so fast. I'm sitting here, a grown woman, and I'm like, I remember 9, wanting to be 10 because I was going to be a double digit. And it feels like yesterday in so many ways, even after years of hell and horror and overcoming. I can still remember it, and it feels like yesterday. The time will go so quickly. Exercise your love. Exercise everything that's good for you. If you have the pleasure and the resources to take a nice bubble bath, and I really mean it, whatever brings you joy. If what brings you joy is going to the park with your dog, do that. I don't care. The job and everything else, I'm going to tell you something. These rich people are going to try to enslave all of us. And when I say that, I don't mean to say it like it's not hyperbole. They will work us to the bone. And if you drop at your work site, they will say, okay, everyone, take a moment of silence and back to work. And in your seat, in your place, wherever you're working, somebody will replace you before the end of the day in most cases today. Somebody will replace you surely within a week, a month, absolutely. They will be well cemented in your location, and some of your coworkers will barely remember you. So remember to love the people close to you or find some people to get close to just for the enjoyment of the exchange of positive energy because it's healing to the person, it's healing to the mind, it's healing to the soul, it's healing to the body. Find someone that you feel comfortable holding hands with. If you're really good with your cat and your dog, spend a lot of time with them too. But we are made to make change and to help one another. And you may not be interested in a relationship at all. A lot of people aren't right now. You can find a friend, just somebody you feel comfortable with, somebody who gets the jokes, somebody you can just exchange a few happy words with, somebody who's going to check in, somebody who's going to realize, hey, if something happened to you, hey, what happened to you? You understand? Hey, did you see Melissa? Hey, did you see T? Did you see Money? Did you see Minnie? Oh my gosh, where is she? Somebody checks in with you every day. Like you get accustomed to having a cup of tea with someone. You need this. We all do, whether we want to admit it or not. Our soul needs it. It's not that you want to be bothered. You don't want to have a whole conversation every day. I know I don't. I'm going to tell you honestly. My mother's been calling me a recluse since I was a little girl. I enjoy the company of me. I really do. I'm an avid reader. I love learning new things. I love processing information. I love conversations that'll worth something. So I'm really horrible at small talk. I don't like insignificant conversation. There's nothing happening over here. There's nothing fantastic. I don't even like reality TV because my life is too real. And it all looks like bullcrap to me. That's just who I am. But I know I can sit and talk with anybody about anything for about at least 5 minutes, even if it's like, oh, do you remember the Rubik's Cube? Yes, we can talk about the Rubik's Cube for at least 5 minutes. Whatever it is, I am that friend you could call if you just want to vent. I am that person. Who are you? And what do you have to offer? And what is it that you need? And you need to be honest with yourself today. This is the only reason I'm going on this whole conversation. I'm not trying to make it about me because it really isn't. 11:11. This is your opportunity to really weigh yourself. A lot of people are not good at it. I'm really good at analyzing me. I have a lot of shortcomings, and I come to find out a lot of other people have more shortcomings than me, and they don't know it. So if you're really real with yourself, this is the time to be really honest with yourself. What is it that I need to improve on in my life? Do I need to improve on what? How I treat me? How I talk to me? The tone of voice I use when I talk to myself, the tone of voice I use when I talk to the people in my home, the tone of voice I use when I'm talking to, I don't know, my parents. Do I Do I exude a sense of respect and dignity and love? Because that's what I want. When I say I don't care, am I just deflecting or playing something down because I don't want to build something up and have an expectation and then be let down or be hurt? Okay, this is that day actually to deal with those things. And the only reason I'm going there is because we want to what? I am going to be what? A good orator. I am going to speak from my heart. I'm going to choose my words carefully. Sometimes you have to choose your words carefully because sometimes you have to really tell somebody off. I'm not really good at cursing people out and stuff like that. It's not really my thing. I get very upset and frustrated. I can yell and I can say bad words, but I'm not really good at it. There's some people that they're really, really good at it. They can rattle something down, tear you down quick. You know, have a wicked sense of humor. I can tell people things that will cut them to the quick. And then I have to be careful because most of the time I don't say anything. And then when I say something, I don't know, does this happen with you? Then people go, oh my gosh, why did you go there? Why you say that? Why you act like that? Because they don't know. You pushed it too far. So I have to learn, for me personally, that not to allow things to build up. Is that an issue for you or no? You know, maybe you don't have that issue. Maybe you're really good at telling people what's on your mind. And maybe that's a problem because everybody doesn't need to know your every thought. Because if I know your every thought, I can work around you, I can work through you, I can avoid you. In life, a lot of life is like chess, not checkers. Checkers is quick responses. Chess requires thought. It requires process. It requires understanding patterns. It requires understanding what's most important to me. What am I willing to sacrifice as opposed to what is it that I must guard. Even in relationships today, right? In relationships, you have a lot of people now who make light of relationships. Tell people, oh, they're jealous. I'm hearing so much crap. I see, oh, yeah, heartbreak. You've been working consistently on yourself and you're trying to get this stuff together. So as I said, the relationships, you know, a lot of people having relationships are having difficulties in the relationships. A lot of people feeling really hurt. And I see it, I know it's still post-election. A lot of people feeling really hurt, feeling scared. But this is a time to do what? This is a time to really focus on what it is that you can do and not focus on what it is that you can't do. Put your ducks in a row. Make sure your storehouse is good. Collect your cans. Get your dry beans. Pay what you can. Pay up front if you can to cover your roof. Share living expenses with your family members. Hold on. And put some more daylight in here. I said with your family members. Notice I didn't say with just friends or with just loved ones. I'm gonna tell you something. There may be people worth having a covenant with, but there are too many people have this rugged individualism within families, and you need to put your differences aside and learn to deal with each other in a respectful manner, respecting boundaries, and pooling your resources together so that you can have wealth inside your home. But if everybody is everywhere and one person loses their job and you got five siblings, you know, you have five siblings or you got seven aunts and uncles, and yet it's, oh, so and so's living in somebody's basement. So live in the basement. You and two other live in the basement and give them $500 in that house or whatever. Pay the bills for the family so that the family is always taken care of, and put the focus on the family. And if you have somebody in the family that doesn't respect, you have to pull them aside and say, hey, this is the rules. This is what we agreed to. This is the contract. Okay, this is what we do. This is what we don't do. You know, these are the things you have to work with one another to give each other the same respect. And this is the thing, the relationships, the consistency, the boundaries, and contracts are needed right now. And it's very, very important. And I'm feeling like I need to really put this forth for somebody. It's not about looking rich. I know it is about peace of mind. I know a lot of people don't want to be bothered with family. It should, me included. Um, in some cases, you know, this is difficult, but you have to work together. You have to be willing to sacrifice something so that you can have each other. Reach out, share resources, love one another. Hello, Sierra, Danielle. I don't know who's here. I know one of you are here. I don't know. I want you to know this is the time to really pool resources. This is the time to, and not pool resources. Don't buy a whole bunch of crap you don't need for the holidays. Don't do that. You know, invest in something like games and puzzles. Invest in something that people actually need. You know, it could be stuff that you want. You can splurge a little bit, but think about what you're gonna need, because with the tariffs that are being promised, and I don't even plan to go there, and everything else, the price of everything's gonna get even higher. We already still have the tariffs from before. A lot of people didn't realize that the last president didn't take them away. That's why things went from a dollar store to a $1.25 store, and things that used to be the cheapest things are getting expensive, right? So things are going to be more expensive, and there are going to be times that are going to be more difficult for a lot of people, especially if you're working class people. It's going to be more difficult. Be prepared for it. If you think a child's going to need uniform pants or whatever next year, and they're getting a certain size, you see them on sale, make that put the emphasis on that, okay? You need t-shirts, undershirts, or whatever. Put the emphasis on that. And the reason I'm saying, because oh yeah, it's nice. I guess people like to wear other people's names on them. You know, you want to wear brand things. If it's quality, I agree. I don't care about any of these people. LV never did anything for me. I'm not. I don't care about wearing other people's names. I never did. I always like quality things, and I do like nice things. I really do. But just chasing people's names, I don't chase my own name. It's going to get very, very real for a lot of people really quick. So be prepared. In the billionaire class, they literally have been buying up everything. That there is direction and there is hope. When you see the star card come, the star card says hope because there's direction. The star card also, this is Aquarian energy, and we're going. The Pluto's about to go back into Aquarius, where the masses are going to pull together. Understand that the energy is going to change. Right now, we still got Pluto and Capricorn. There's a lot of top-down energy. There's a lot of revelation. A lot of things were going to be revealed, and a lot of people call things wrong. And so, what's happening is you saw those people march to Netanyahu's house. People are not playing. They are not playing. And the people marching to his house are his own soldiers. He let the wrong person go. We might be seeing his body floating around. You know, and just like how we saw all these other people, you said, oh, you went and you did all of this damage, and what you did was destroy your own house with so much evil, so much evilness, so much brutality, right? So here it is. We're going to have ourselves be guided to create something better. All right. People didn't call this election right in United States of America. You know why? Because elite people talk to elite people. They live in bubbles and they ignore the people on the ground. They push agendas. And I'm gonna tell you something. You could be a far left person, and as far as they say, I hate this left and right crap because it doesn't make sense. You could be a person that you want to promote certain social issues, especially with other people's children, and think that that's okay. And the majority of people, including me personally, I'm not in agreement with that. When it comes to my children, my religious beliefs, whether I have them or not, that's my business. How I teach them, that's my business. When it comes to their physical bodies and their actual health, the school should not have their hands on my children, nor should they have their hands on your children. You might be a Christian, a Muslim, you might be an atheist, I might be a Jew, a Hindu, or a Buddhist, okay? I might have all of this. You know, I believe in a certain way of living. You might be a free spirited person, or you might be more strict than me. Okay? You might believe that children develop everything by the age of 4, and I know darn well they don't, because I don't believe this new pseudoscience. I don't care if your body's finished at 3. Your brain is not finished until you're much older in your 20s. But besides that, your hormones aren't fully established until a certain age. So a lot of experimentation is happening with children. And as far as children goes, I don't care who you are. You don't have to like me. You don't have to talk to me. You can unfollow me. I don't believe in experimenting with children because you cannot undo it. You cannot undo it. Hormone blockers, all of this. Somebody's making a lot of money experimenting with people's children, and if you do this to them, they cannot undo it. This is not a bite at the apple. This is changing somebody structurally in their development that cannot be undone later. And a lot of people that I know, and I know some adult people that have gone through this process, and a friend of mine has a daughter that's going through the process. I'm sharing it without telling the name. Who's going through the process transitioning to a boy. And let me tell you something. This young lady who's in the in between is having the most difficulty. And I'm not even talking about the mental, emotional, and that. I'm talking about in the hospital, hospitalizations. They don't talk about these things. All right. And on 11/11, on this day where we manifesting and we understanding, manifest with knowledge. Don't just be wishing like a little kid and without having full information. This is not something you take a pill and your body just changes. This is something that people medicate themselves for their entire lives. People go and they get things done and changed permanently. Sometimes when they get them changed permanently, they do not have the same sensations and different things of that nature. And it has not changed the majority of the people in the sense with their mental health because the incidence of people still trying to do harm, self-harm, is either the same and in some areas has increased. And it's not because of people on the outside. It's because of what's happening on the inside of the person. And so that is something that a lot of people aren't ready for because we have people with an agenda pushing a narrative that's very strong, and they just assumed that people who look like me and people who are women that we all on the same page with that. And they were wrong and they found out. And a lot of people didn't show up for them. On top of that, they didn't show up for the working class people. They keep saying the middle class. I don't know how many people I can tell you have $1 million homes with no furniture in it. How many people have big, beautiful condos with no food in the refrigerator? I can't tell you how many people live in having very fancy cars, have luxurious looking cars, and they practically living in the car, and the car lives in the parking lot at their job because they can't. Oh, not at their job, at their 2 or 3 jobs, just so that they can pay for the appearance of having a luxurious vehicle. If you're not making 85,000, 90, $100,000 a year, and you have a car note, and your car costs you $700 a month, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. The math is not mathing, and being in debt, like having a mortgage, literally French, is like a death note. Okay, muerto is to die. That's what the word means. Okay, we're not talking about people dying. This is like being enslaved. I know we all have bills, but moving forward, we want to be what released from that. We want to be released from those pressures. We want to be released from having those extra things on us. So yeah, you want a car, manifest it, create it, speak it into existence. Hello, Melissa, you over here? Hi, hon. You say hi, honey. Hi. You over here. Thank you for showing up over here, and thank you for tapping the screen because others will come and go, but I appreciate you being here too. There's a lot going on. So we have a card of direction and hope. So in this direction, let's manifest. Let's manifest intelligently. Let's manifest with maturity, so that we can bring about something that's going to be solid in our reality and long lasting. So we can have what consistency. There's always going to be things that come and go in life. There's always going to be moments of joy and moments of disappointment. There's going to be ebb and flow. This is a part of life. Just like your heartbeat, it goes up and down, your pressure. It's not going to stay flat. When something's flatline, when it's flat, that means it's over, right? So we don't want that. We don't want that. We want the constant growth. We want recognition. And the recognition first comes from within. We must recognize ourselves. And this is why, even though I read this on the card, it says you deserve better. Not everybody does, honestly. You don't deserve better until you choose to deserve better. When you choose that you're better and that you deserve better, that's when you are going to what? That's when you're going to deserve better. I'm gonna tell you something. You can go buy yourself, and I usually use this. I use this analogy many times. You can go buy yourself a leather bag from Walmart. Pay $30 for it. I used to say 20, but with inflation, pay $30 for it. You can go buy a bag that looks like cloth, a cloth bag. You can go buy a cloth bag from I don't say Burt's, what do I say, Macy's, or it can have Louis Vuitton, it can have LV on it. A cloth bag, like a mesh bag, something you might take to the beach. And you can spend $50 on that bag. You know why? Because Louis Vuitton, Gucci put a price on their name. They told you, because it's me, it's worth this. So, how much are you worth? How much is your work worth? How much is your time worth? How much is your mental energy? How much is that worth to you? Can you get the moments and the minutes of your life that aren't bringing you joy? Can you get it back? Every minute, having one of my My pictures, like every minute that you waste being angry is 60 seconds you could have had of joy, right? So we create our joy. We're going to have moments of loss. We miss our loved ones. We miss our loved ones because we miss who they were to us. If there's anybody in your life and you think to yourself, if they were to be gone tomorrow, I would be brokenhearted. I would be torn up. It might be mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, cousin. It might be your best friend, somebody you went to school with. Think about it, because this is the day to reach out and share the love. Just say, listen, and call them. If you can call them, call them. Don't send a text. I'm gonna tell you something too. We text to death. Texts are impersonal. Anybody can steal your identity and even send a message. Call them. Call them and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I want you to know I love you. You're on my mind. And it really says you on their mind. And maybe they need to hear somebody tell them, hey, you're special. You're not in this alone. You going through the grind. I'm going through the grind. We haven't spoken to each other in a very long time. But I love you and you on my mind, you know? Holla back, check in. You're not in this world alone. And you don't know how much of a difference you can make in someone's life just by doing that. Thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate you. And you other guys, you could tap the screen also, please. If you here, tap the screen. Thank you. This this is a very precious time. The next card we're gonna pull. Wow, look at this. What I say, direction. And guys, for those of you who grew up in the Christian faith, this is like the second coming. This is symbolic of the resurrection. In particular, this was the intention of those who created this card for this to be associated with that. This is a revivification. This is a coming back to life. Judgment also is a time of, yes, you're being judged by people around you, but it's a time where you weigh yourself. Who are you really? Come out of that place of not being counted, not being accountable, not being counted for. And step up and speak out and be who it is that you're supposed to be. And know that you're not the only one being called, and others can't answer for you. Okay? Also, if you are of the even in the Hebrew scriptures, from the beginning, we believe that you get raised from the dead. You can be raised from the dead. That the divine has the power to do that, to bring you back to life. So that's not something that goes particularly to Christianity, but I know that they took over most of the world and spread the religion, so most people are familiar with those scriptures in that sense. A lot less people know what they call the Old Testament. A lot less people have actually read it. I shouldn't say read it, studied it, because you can read something and still miss things. But if you read something consistently over and over again, you're not going to miss it. Look at here. Capricorn energy. I see an expansion in the ability to bring things into focus and to getting things together. I see that you're being called. You're being called. You have direction. You have faith. You have hope. You have direction. And it's for everybody. The star card also has all of the stars above it representing the what? The 12 zodiacs, 12 signs of the zodiac, all right? From Aries, all right? Aries, you're headstrong, ruling from the head, to Taurus, knowing what it is that you want, being decisive and strong and pushing through, right? So you have Gemini, understanding that it's you that will speak up. You are intelligent, you are quick-witted, you are fierce, you are a magnanimous person. You really like to be connected to that which is farther out of you, maybe very outspoken. Well, Trump, he's Gemini. Very outspoken, so tend to be really good performers in that sense, draw the attention from others, able to think really fast, okay? Very important that you not only just think and speak, but that you take time to really make sure you know what it is that you're talking on. It's going to be very, very important. Geminis are really, really intelligent because they are an air sign. I like Taurus. Earth signs, you want to get it done, you want that earth sign. And when I say this, understand that most of us, all of us, are more than one sign. What we usually say we are is our sun sign, or people say their star sign. But there's so much that makes you who you are. So it's important to know where the moon was when you were born, how that affects your emotions and your processes. Mars, what kind of energy do you bring to the table? Your rising sign says a lot about how you approach life, how you are seen by others. The sun is the ego. That's you seeing and reflecting onto the world. So how you see yourself, how you might process information from you in your own world, in your own mind. Okay? I'm going to give this to you because I want everybody to be empowered. I really want you to go pull your charts if you can and really get to know yourself. How, when I say know yourself, understand that everything there is going to have some relevance to you. Some of it maybe when you were younger, some of it maybe now, some of it when you're older. You may even see that, oh, so it is written in the stars. And that the divine has given us the ability to see certain things, and that the answer truly is in the heavens. And that what I do need is actually in me, like literally it's in me. Like the spirit in me needs to grow, but how do I feed it? By encouraging through the soul, by taking in information, by exercising these things through the body that is temporary that I have, to really express it out into the world and to become that which is beautiful. Okay, to really, really self-reflect. And in your own mind, you must know that it's true that you are royalty. And especially in the moments that you are here with me, that we have a royal court here. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome, Moses. Moses, thank you for being here. Melissa, thank you so much for being so consistent. I appreciate you. You said when you tap the screen, it allows people to know that I'm here, that what I'm saying is of interest to someone. It allows others to come. If you guys come in here, please do follow me in the YouTube. I'm live in the YouTube right now. And the reason I know I have to do this is because TikTok is under threat of extinction. So we must keep our communication, keep our lines of communication as open as possible, and try to not allow them to filter us as much as possible. So even especially if you're not in the country, because the algorithms won't send you to people out of the country. You have to look for them. I speak more than one language, so in my YouTube feed, I get Portuguese. I actually understand the Portuguese. It sounds like broken up Spanish to me, but I don't speak it. I get Portuguese, I get German, I get Hebrew, I get Italian. So I get information and news that's coming into me from other countries. So I hear people and I see people in real time when they go live, even in my YouTube. It like TikTok, like we hear there's people here that are from Uganda and Yoruba and other places, South Africa, from all over, Nigeria. And these people are outside of the country. So you'll have to make sure that if anybody, not just me, anybody else you're interested in, just keep in contact with. Check out their YouTube, because if this goes, we're going to be forced to go to the other platforms. So you want to go to YouTube, you want to go to Facebook, you want to go, and we know that the Facebook is garbage. We know Facebook is a place where people, I don't know, they really don't, it's not a place where people really get deep. They don't. It's a place where it's a lot of surface stuff, but we make the world that we want to live in, and we can decide for ourselves where we want to give support, and we need to support one another. We need to show up for one another, and I'm glad to be here, even if I'm here for one person. I serve in a purpose, and you being here for me, even to hear me, you're serving a purpose. You're allowing me to fulfill the purpose that I'm supposed to. And as I'm talking to you and as I'm doing the readings, not only am I giving you a message, I'm also receiving it. That's the nature of doing this. It's like every time you teach somebody something. If you haven't done math in a while, try teaching somebody math. Go back to school, start teaching. Well, I actually teach people at home. Start teaching people fractions and stuff. And you go, oh, it's been a while since I've done this. You learn to teach it to them. You learn to think quicker. You learn to teach it to them better. You learn different ways of teaching. Every time you go over something, every time you share something with someone, you are learning something. You are receiving something in the process of sharing. Here we have, woo, baby. What I tell you about the earth signs? It's like, get it done. get it done, push through, be dedicated. This is that card that says that you are the person, or you're attracting a person in your life that is stable, that is secure, that is reliable. Somebody who may be a little headstrong, but this is a person that's down to earth because they get it done. This is not a person that just boasts about things, okay? No, 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 no. This is a person that knows themselves. They know themselves. They know their purpose. This is mature energy. I absolutely love it, especially coming off of this. What we have here, we have Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is cardinal. It's leading energy, okay? So, we absolutely love this. And this is Jupiter in Capricorn. So, this is the greatness of Capricorn. Capricorn at its best. Capricorn is the goat, represented by the goat, represented by the mountain goat, looking like the greatest one of all time, always looking like it's off balance, but always looking like it's teetering and doing the impossible. And although at times one may fall, but most of the time they do not. So they're always climbing, climbing, climbing. And it amazes me. And I think, why do they climb on the edge? Because even when the ones who prey upon them, they don't put in a lot of effort. I've never seen, well, there may be a video. If you know one, you can send it to me, you can DM me. Never seen a video of the mountain goat actually fighting the predator. I've seen them avoiding them. I see them going up. Like, they know how to manage to get what it is that they want without without suffering so many bruises, from what I've seen. But you can share with me, give me some more knowledge on that if you are aware. Hello, 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 and welcome. Look at this. We have this high priestess energy, and the high priestess usually is seen. I absolutely love this card. We're talking about wisdom, we have knowledge, we have beauty, we have all of that going on over here. But the high priestess energy is not just one of a spiritual. Understand this. This is one of a knowing. This is one of a studying. This is one of a understanding who you are and not being readily available for people. Do you understand? Like, I may answer the call for the people I care about, but I'm not readily available for their nonsense. You understand? Not allowing yourself to be misused or mistreated. Okay, requiring a certain amount of commitment to of the people in your life. And I'm gonna tell you something. This high priestess energy feels like me, because I'm gonna tell you some. High priestess is one that's not usually approachable. You understand? Like the Hierophant. The high priestess, like the priest, the Hierophant, is one that will set a lot of time aside. And even when, like the priest, like they just put in a Catholic envisioning Catholicism. You need to go and give your confessional. They sit in the booth, you sit in the booth, there's a wall between you. There's always a wall between, because this person is always trying to be more, to be stronger, to be better. Okay? This person is always trying to be that. And it's so interesting. Somebody's trying to get through to me now, but I'll get back with them. But here it is. Yeah, 12:19. I've been here for an hour already. But we're going to do this reading and stay focused. Here it is that we're getting things done. But here at the center of my reading, this is a Lenormand spread. The Lenormand spread, and you know what? I'm going to comment. If you guys are interested in the Lenormand, just let me know. Lenormand spread is the fortune telling cards. Fortune telling cards are, hold on. Like these. Over here. I just have to go to the shelf. Like these. The Lenormand is this expanded edition. This is the Chiroma Kitty. This is one of the new ones. This one. And with this one, let me just show you. It has, this is the one where you have pictures. You have the rider, and they're usually in tiny decks. You have the fox, and you have the fish. But the thing about the Lenormand deck is that it can get really, really deep. A lot of times when I use it tells things in a different way. It hits differently. And this one is the Kipper. This is also a fortune telling deck. And the Kipper is similar in that it has those things. It has the, where you have it. This one is extended also because these happen to be Chiro Marchettis. And I will say I recommend to stuff because I love the imagery and that it's clear and that it's beautiful. These are not what people call today inclusive, but who cares? For me, I don't care really because these are old, older things. But that is a Lenormand deck. I don't see another one right next to me. I'm sorry. And don't mean to, I don't want anybody to feel pressured in any way. I'm looking here because I have so many cards, but I don't have, the little mines are small cards. But anyways, let me not get too distracted because I do that sometimes. Let's pull the next card. I see this in this growth and this expansion in with knowledge and trying to balance things out. There are going to be people who are left behind. There are going to be moments where you feel overwhelmed. I want you to know just because you're strong and powerful and just because you're doing the work doesn't mean that you're not going to have moments where you feel, where the old feelings come up. You know, moments of nostalgia. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have lost even living your best life. Okay? The thing of it is to not sit in it, to not wallow in it, to not allow something that happens in your life momentarily to suppress that which is beautiful in you, to allow it to oppress you where you become depressed. You understand? You still have to live. I can tell you a lot of things bother me. I hate that I can see every day. And I share the information because I'm not going to turn a blind eye while I see children falling, while I see angels, living angels, being sent back home. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's not happening because I don't have the ability. I'm empathic for real. It's not something I put on. So I feel it in my heart, but I do know that I must create my joy because it would be an affront to it. I'm going to enjoy my life and remember for the memory of all those who have gone, and I speak out and I share. I don't have power to do much, but I can share. I can remember you every day. I can remember your pain every day. I can remember what it is that you are suffering every day. And I'm going to send you love and I'm going to say prayers and I'm going to send positive energy. And if I have extra resources, I will send that. If I can give a hand, I will. If I see you naked, I will give you clothing. If I see you hungry, I will feed you. I will be committed to the embodiment of everything that's good in the spirit of Tikkun Olam, which is repairing of the world in reality, not just in words, but in deed, right? And while I'm doing that, I know that I put myself in a position where I personally feel safe to say to the Divine One, I personally believe, I ask you to fulfill me, to give me more than what I need so that I can continue to be more than what another needs. I ask that you continue to overflow my cup so that I can pour into the cups of others. I ask that you give me the energy that I have so that I can continue to take care of my loved ones and those who don't even love me back as much. I ask that you give me the ability to serve at your will, but to also have the enjoyment that I desire. Because I too am human, and I am able to, and I desire, and I should enjoy my life. So I want you guys to know, being out here in this world, being on the front lines of life, doesn't mean that you'll have to take on a mindset of depression. If you're walking around happy and carefree, that's because you're not dialed in. But if you are happy and you have moments that you create that you feel free and you celebrate your liberation and you celebrate your ability to come and go, then, then you will find and discover true freedom. Okay? And today, what are we here for? For those of you who don't know, a few people came in, it's the 11/11 day. Today, where I am, is the 11th of November. And on the 11th of November, there are things that we don't know, but we are manifesting them. As I said earlier, do not dislike those who put pressure on you, not those who put pressure. Be mindful of those who will do you harm. Don't allow yourself to be abused or misused. We are moving forward into a place where we know who we are. We are thankful. Every day here, we say affirmations. Every day. I kid you not. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you something because maybe people may not believe. Sophia, Sonia, come here. Come fast. Hello? Get the other one and come. So, call my little people because I'm going to tell you, we do daily affirmations. We do our full prayers. We do them in Hebrew, but we do daily affirmations. Come so you can share the daily affirmations we say with the people. Come. They can't see you. Just come.
You want me to do
Come
it
here.
live?
No, come here. Sonia, bang. Bo.
Why?
Come here. No, they can't see you. So
But they
just,
can hear me.
yes, that's okay. They don't know you. Just say the daily affirmation, please.
Okay.
They're giggling. They're so silly. Come on. Come on.
I can do it.
Of course you can. Come on.
You do it.
No, just say it.
You
No,
do
the
it
reason
too.
I want you to say it is so that they know that it's true. Not that
It
I
was
say.
true.
That we say the daily affirmations. I give the advice, and I want them to know that this is what we do every day. We start each day, we say our prayer. We start our prayer with
Donnie.
the Modani, which means I am thankful in Hebrew. We continue to say the morning prayers, face the east, we do all of that, but then we say, in English, we say, we thank you.
Thank
We
you,
thank you,
God, for
God.
this morning.
We
Thank
set
you.
up
It's
this
too much.
morning.
Yes. Come on, just say it clearly. Come on,
We
girls.
thank you, God, for
Okay.
waking us up this morning. God loves us. God,
God using me
God
to help
using us to help
people.
people. We are beautiful inside and out. I'm powerful. I'm strong.
I am smart,
Smart.
I am
I'm
strong, I
strong.
am
I'm
powerful.
powerful. I'm
And so
beautiful.
I just, sorry for that, but I just wanted to share because, go on, you guys. You're so silly for nobody can even see you. Go.
They can hear
They
us.
can hear you. Sound a little bit hoarse, that's it.
We might
They,
see them one day.
have some tea. You won't see these people. Close the door. So I wanted to share that with you. He said, "Hi, baby girls. Thank you so much. I get back together soon or not at all." Gary. Okay, you got specific questions, Gary. Are you still here with me? If you're still here, you can let me know. I will answer you, but you're gonna have to wait a minute. Let me finish this part of the reading because there are things that we are not going to know at this time. It's really a good time. There's probably plenty of signs for you to see because you are here with the rest of us. You're going to have to take some action in your life in order to make things better. There have been times of disappointment, and chances are there will be more. Okay, because that's life. But the Knight of Pentacles, I like this when it shows up in our life. It says that what's required, that we should have consistent, persistent energy, okay? Constantly doing what it is that is necessary in our lives to bring about what it is that we desire, okay? And then we have here the Page of Wands. And with the Page of Wands, again, this is the energy of reigniting or igniting some passion in one's life. I'm going to tell you, because you asked a specific question, I'm going to answer you according to this. It says that even though you have suffered some difficulty, you've been struggling with trying to keep things in balance, that there is a possibility for you to start afresh. A new contract, will you say? A new attitude. And this attitude is going to require what? Action, because wands require actions. So the actions have to be what? In line with the things that one says and does. There's going to be a need for self-evaluation, self-analyzation, maturity, learning. Okay? And with that, there is going to be some growing pains. But the thing of it is to remember here is the Knight of Pentacles is here for consistent behavior. Consistent behavior. It's very important in order for you to bring back that passion and have even the possibility of igniting something or creating something more. This may be you, and I think it may be even the wife, may be at the point that she's not going to know. And this is the advice for today. In this card, it reads, in relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. And that's what this Knight of Pentacles and King of Pentacles represent. Consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. And this may be for you and this may be for your wife. And if you're looking to reconcile, you need to ask yourself, am I showing up consistently the best version of me? Okay? Or am I taking certain things for granted? Or did my partner do that? Are we willing to do the work and have the respect for one another? It's going to be very important. I don't even need to pull another card because the thing is here for all of us to see. Whether it's with your relationships, whether it's with your job, whether it's with your anxiety that you may be suffering at night, if you've recently lost someone. There's a whole lot that's unknown, but if we're willing to put the work in and be consistent, because the Knight of Pentacles represents that. That's a consistent work. That's a consistent movement. And it's actually requiring you to do it here on earth. What I like about the Pentacles is when I see it, I know that I'm looking at something that is supposed to happen. It's something that you're supposed to see, that other people can see. When you see the Wands, it's something that's happening inside of you. It requires you bringing a certain level of energy and having consistency. And once that's manifested, it will look like the pentacles, all right? When I look at the swords, I know that this may be you in your mind and in your spirit, and maybe you working things out, and maybe you calculating or doing things of that nature. But you won't see that until you use the energy of the wands and that you have your emotions intact. And then it will present itself where? In the pentacles. The pentacles is actually the result of the pentacles represent Malkuth, the kingdom, represent here, the earth, represents us seeing ourselves and seeing what's most important in our lives. Okay, that is what the pentacle actually represents. So it's very important that you stay focused, okay, and that you show up being the best version of you. And if you know that you are lacking, you're going to do what? You are going to seek wisdom. And that wisdom may be something that you read, it may be therapy, it might be just consistently working on what it is that you do, not worrying about what it is the partner does. And this is not just for the man, this is for the woman also. If you want to repair something, work on how you communicate. Work on how you express certain things. Work on bringing your best to a situation. Saying, well, how can I improve me? I want to show up 150% better. And let your partner show up 150% better. But you can't have a relationship if you show up 100 and they show up 20. Some people have people who are literally e- energy energy vipers. They just suck the life out of you. They take the joy away from you. So this is what the process is right now. Okay? I know it's not pretty. But it is what it is. It's real life. That's how these readings go. The bottom of the deck, I'm looking at understanding, I'm looking at victory, I'm looking at communication, I'm looking at clarity. I think the age of Aquarian is going to play itself out, so you're going to get that energy of Gemini. A lot of people are going to feel emboldened. A lot of people have more of this fighting spirit. So this is also saying that there may be victory. It's going to take a minute. It really is. But people are going to have to really do what? You're going to have to level up on the intelligence. Okay? But this is saying that in the end, things are going to be very, very clear. I'm going to tell you something. This sword cuts both ways. It can knight you. It can make you stronger. It can give you purpose. Or it can cut you to the quick. All right? Yes, no. Are you ready? Let me tell you something. This is the answer of things that you wished for. Okay, somebody looking for love, and in the end, we do see it coming together. We have wishes being fulfilled, and we have understanding, communication, and we have what? Victory. So hopefully, Mr. Didn't disappear. I want to thank you so much for being here. I promise to check in again when I can. I want to send you all peace and love, and harmony, and joy, and every good thing. Mwah. Until the next time, may you all have peace in your land, harmony in your homes, love in your life, a strong peace of mind, good health, and wealth. And may you prosper to the point of obscenity so that you can be a blessing to all that come in contact with you. Reach out and wish the best to everyone. Until the next time, my dears.